Okay, it has been a while again, but now in Chicago, I'm at what part of this building used to be, it used to be a theater, at least that's a small part of what it used to be. I think in later years, or more recent years rather, this building and the building next door to it were used for storage, but now it's vacant, so finally have a new location to explore back in Chicago. And as far as I know, no one else has done a video on this location, at least I don't believe. And I already walked through most of the place, so obviously I'll work my way up, but it's quite a bit to cover though. So I love that red glow, but what that is that's the red paint over the windows. So it's not a portal to hell. You know, unfortunately I didn't find anything that crazy. Oh, that's kind of odd. I didn't see that there, but you know, of course this reminds me of, you know, what maybe a red room from like the deep web is supposed to look like. Now, I don't, obviously I wouldn't know if the rooms are literally, that's not safe for kids. Adult magazine over there. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure if a red room is literally like red at all, but yeah. Jeez, interesting. Oh my gosh. We got Space Jam too. Yeah, this, what? I recall that being a double VHS back in the day. Very, very interesting place. It's, I have to admit, I was scratching my head a bit when I was in here because I know part of it used to be a theater. You could tell by where I started. I own this on DVD. Yeah, I didn't venture into this room when I was doing my initial look around. Okay. So coming up will be one of the more darker portions of the video, but most of the place there's enough light. So this is now the building that was, well, again, I'm not sure this building was initially. But yeah, this was also used for storage as well. Now again, as far as I know, no one's done a video on this location. It is possible, but I did try looking a little bit. I didn't see anything. But anyway, I really don't have too much information on this. So I apologize. I mean, for those of you who have so far followed my videos very close, you might know that I can be a bit superstitious when it comes to researching a location before I go, because every time it's happened, and I've researched a location extensively, like, you know, when I get to the place, it's like, well, it's like guarded now, or it's all sealed up again. So again, it's silly to be superstitious in that regard, but you know. But like I said, little birdie off Instagram told me about this place, and so as far as I know, that's about the only person I know who's been here who does urban exploring. I may come back down here depending on like the time I have. Yeah, I'm already 7 minutes plus in. I haven't went upstairs. Well, that's how dark it is without my flashlight, so give you an idea. Yeah, very strange place, you know, finding all sorts of items. So you would think this place is no longer used for storage. The people, or you know, the people would have been notified. They could have came back and retrieved their things, but I mean, I guess I'd imagine they had a deadline to come get their stuff, but they didn't. won't step on you this time, screws. 2 times that happened, it was just a very, very quick prick. I didn't puncture my skin, so. That happened at the Bank in Gary, then the Catholic community place in East St. Louis. I just barely stepped on a nail, but again, I think it was punctured. So this is one of my favorite areas before when I walked through, before I started. Got more movies, including the DVD of Good Will Hunting. I have this on VHS, not DVD, but this was not my stuff, so, personally I like The Village. I saw that when I was in LA in 2004. I was 12, about 13 years old. It's a fun trip. And I guarantee when I was 12, going into 7th grade, I didn't think I was going to be doing this. Yeah, I wonder if some of this stuff is from people who, squatted here. But I'm sure most of these items are, assuming, this is just like storage that was left behind after the place closed. Well, sir, if you see this video, well, your photo's still in here. Interesting to see photos, family photos, these places. And this isn't, wow, that's a nice entertainment center. It still is, really. Huh. Get a better look at it. Huh. Interesting. Okay, that's where I came from. So on this floor, we're not too far off. There's a little stage. So I don't believe this is ever, like a movie theater. This is like for small plays, or that was like the box office, or that's the area where they sold tickets where I started recording. Yeah, when I get to the stage, it's a very small stage, so perhaps when this building originally opened up, it was also used for other things back then. But as I said, the building next door, both used for storage later on. Here we go. Some areas have lots of debris and whatnot, but so here's the small stage area. I mean, this place maybe perhaps was a dance studio, because perhaps some of the open areas, at least on this floor, maybe that's where they would practice dance. Then if they would have a recital or whatever, then of course it'd be on this stage here. And this is pretty neat here. Yeah, that's interesting. Ooh. Oh. It's kind of sad. This is between the Majestic Theater in East St. Louis and the theater in Gary, Indiana on Broadway. The Palace Theater, there you go. Sadly, this theater was probably the most intact out of all those. Well, I mean, this is this is a very small stage, so that's maybe not worthy of comparison, but yeah, used to be a nice coach. And this must have got here when this place was used for storage, obviously. It's not in too bad a shape either, actually. That's interesting, very interesting. Oh. We're gonna do that. There we go, there's a nice sharp look. Quite an interesting location, if I say so myself. Okay, well, I don't want this video to be too long, so I think I'll see you up on the top floor. Okay, well, we're now on the top floor now. Nice mirrors they still have in here. It's good. Now that church out there, actually, that used to be accessible to explorers. However, when I tried to explore it myself, well, no longer accessible. It got boarded up, thanks to vandals, so they kind of ruined it for people like me. There are videos on YouTube covering the place, though, but it's interesting just across the expressway. Well, I think I'll see you guys outside. Okay, I lied. I just had to record one more walk down this kind of spooky looking hallway. Oh, once again, something I didn't notice. Ernie Banks? Yes, Ernie Banks. But yes, I love the look of this hallway. The red glow. Again, it is from the painted windows, but you didn't see me? Yeah, quite spooky, if I say so. Gives a spooky look anyway. will definitely now see you outside. Okay, we're now outside. Well, pause. Okay, passing car. Anyway, yeah, we're now outside by the very loud, by the 90, the interstate, but expressway rather. But thank you always.